These camping exercises ain't working, and neither is this friendship between Mia and Amber. We got a lot to talk about on the A-List After Show on AfterBuzz TV, so stick around.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Yes,
I love it.
We're back. It's been too long. It's been too long. It's been too long. What's up, everyone? I'm your host, Ollie Drennan. We are back with the A-List on Netflix, Episode 2, Take Back Control. I'm joined by this awesome co-host who's so freaking amazing, Archie Jay.
Hey!
How you doing?
I'm good. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, it's been quite a long time since our last after show.
I know. How have you been?
I've been great.
Yeah.
You look different. Did you change?
Just a different day, different shirt.
Okay, right.
You still wear the same clothes?
Yeah. Same shirt every single day. Yeah. This is my A-List shirt, but yeah, thank you.
I love it.
Thank you.
I love it.
Thanks for the shade.
Let's get into it.
But also, you guys are also listening, and you are our third host as well. So if you're joining us live, please let us know all the tea, anything we're missing. Hit up us in the live chat, please. Or if you're not joining us live, get us in the comments, because we love hearing from you, your questions, your theories, your predictions. We got a lot to talk about in episode 2. We're going to talk about Mia, Amber, Alex, Harry, and this huge twist at the end of the episode. Before that, I got to ask you guys and Archie, initial thoughts. What are you thinking about this particular episode? Because I think this episode is what solidified my interest and my hook of the series, because I'm thinking with the twist, we'll talk about it. I don't want to say it yet. I was like, okay, I'm ready to go down this roller coaster with these characters and find out this huge mystery of Peregrine Island.
Yeah. I feel like I wish this was a movie, because it's just going so well together into the next episode. And as I'm watching on Netflix, it's just like 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds, and I'm locked in. So I am all here for the second episode. I related so much more to Mia as she is struggling to fit in, being in different places of my life, and she wanted to leave so bad, and then she had to face her fears and all the troubles that she were going through at camp.
Yeah, and I think because this episode, like I said in the beginning, Take Back Control, it's literally her process of finding herself in this camp and kind of reclaiming that power that and I think she's kind of fighting that doubt that some people, whether you're in school, whether you go to camp, you kind of have that doubt that you don't have power, you don't have some kind of claim over your life. And I think that's just going to be her overarching arc in the series as we get to know Mia, because I'm really team Mia now and not so much Amber, even though Amber, I like how Amber is just this strong, independent character. But also, I have lots of questions about her.
Lots of questions about her.
So, but before that, let's go to Mia, because Mia, I felt so bad for her, because this was the episode, right, where she was waiting for such a long time.
Yeah.
Because she was waiting for the ferry.
She's waiting for the ferry, but before she got to go to the ferry, she barged herself into the camp leader's bunker, whatever, the campgrounds, and she demanded to speak to her mom, who was in Tokyo, and her mom, the call was staticking and she couldn't really hear, so she faked a yes, that her mom said yes, you could go home, and it did not turn out to be that way, and she waited there all morning, and I really felt bad for her, and the fact that they did not update those signs is just plain rude.
And I also like the fact, I will say that was rude, but I also like the fact that the camp counselor Mags believed her in the fact that Amber played this prank on her, and that's why they had the exercise in the beginning of the episode with the healing stick. That whole thing, that didn't really work out okay at the end. I know Alex wasn't here for it at all, but that made me a little bit more ease of mind, because I'm like, okay, maybe Amber doesn't have control over these counselors who are just kind of oblivious idiots. No shade, no tea, no shade. Ooh. But I think this episode really was focused on a lot of Amber and Mia, and Amber versus Mia, because the exercise didn't work, and right after the exercise, the therapy session, right, with the healing stick.
Yes.
We also met another character, Jenna, who was kind of I don't know.
I like Jenna.
You do?
I like Jenna.
Wait, why?
Because Jenna has a very different sass that Amber and Mia don't bring to the table. Jenna has things figured out, and she's a little bit more mature in ways.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm rocking with Jenna.
I can see that.
Yeah.
I do want to ask you a question real quick. This is so random, but someone in the chat, Amy, said, a camp with no Wi-Fi? That's scary. Do camps have Wi-Fi? Is that a thing? I feel like they have camp Wi-Fi now. They have to.
When I was there, yes, because there was a computer room. So I'm going to go with that. But we could not use our cell phones.
Oh, where did they take them?
Yeah.
Because Mia has her cell phone.
Yeah,
She has
so
it
we
all
couldn't use our
times.
cell phones. So a little bit different of a scenario here.
Interesting.
It was all about that bonding time.
Oh man,
Yeah.
times have changed. Technology has just screwed us. But technology clearly doesn't even matter in Peregrine Island.
No, not at all.
But everyone's basically going on a hiking trip, basically, except for Mia and Amber. We're gonna say something.
I was going to say the fact that she does have her phone. Why can't she Google what time the ferries are coming?
But she's not getting good reception.
Okay,
Maybe.
all right.
I don't
Go
know.
ahead.
I'm all defending. Like,
Go ahead.
there's no Wi-Fi. Just no bars.
There's no Wi-Fi. We're going to stick with it.
Maybe she has, I don't know, what's a terrible AT&T?
Oh, maybe she has like a sidekick still.
No, she looks like shit. That's an iPhone.
She had an iPhone.
Maybe it's an Android.
But it's not the latest updated version.
iPhone-
The new
iPhone
ISO.
11.
She doesn't have the ISO, the update.
Maybe it's different in the
New
UK.
iPhone coming out though. The update came out today, I will say. So maybe Mia should get on that.
She's behind. She's not really versed in technology, maybe. But what were your thoughts on Amber and Mia's growing, this is air quotes, relationship? Because it seemed like, okay, maybe they're going to have this weird frenemy vibe going on. But it didn't really go anywhere. Amber kind of read Mia for filth about saying how Mia's this lonely, scared little girl who needs validation. It kind of comes off to basically saying she's like this character who needs likes on Instagram or something to feel special. She needs people to
Validation.
exactly, which almost read to me as like, I feel like that's almost Amber putting her insecurities on Mia. So what were your thoughts on this whole exchange?
Sometimes, I mean, that is very true. Like once you feel insecure, you put your insecurities and you portray that onto other people. So I felt that was definitely something brewing here, but it was just so odd because after the healing circle, they did that moment, and I know the girls kind of came to peace for the camp leader's sake and just to get out of that table to deal with things on their own. But when they did that and everyone else went on that trail and they hung back together, or should I say Amber hung back with Mia, I felt like it was another one of those weird brainwashing situations. Like I don't understand how this young girl Amber brought Mia to tears. She talked about her family.
Yeah.
She talked about her, probably being like alone. And yes, Mia has. We can tell that her parents have some type of wealth and living in Tokyo and things like that. So
She brings that up a lot.
she brings it up a lot. We get it.
No one, and then Mia.
Yeah.
I live in Tokyo. My parents live in Tokyo.
The meme.
My mom.
No one. I live in Tokyo.
Literally Mia.
But yeah, so I felt like she used that against her as if that's all you have to offer is just like your Chanel or Prada boots and also your family living in Tokyo, so you must be very alone. And she let that get to her, and then it came to be I don't know, I was very thrown off when it came to the locket. I was very I was happy that she did not give her the locket, because I thought this, like I said, I thought it was going to be another brainwashing weird situation as she talked Kaylee into cutting her hair. I was like, don't do it.
Yeah, and obviously with the locket you brought up, that's a picture of her and her. There's like two pictures of her and her father.
Yeah.
And I wonder if it almost seems she has a special connection with her father, but I wonder if she doesn't seem to have a special connection with her mom. I think her mom, Amber even brought up the fact that her mom was the one who, like, she doesn't want to be around.
Yeah, that's why you're here.
Yeah, that's exactly, because I was thinking in episode 1, why the heck is she even here if she doesn't want to be here, Mia?
Yeah.
And so this is a lot more explaining as to why she's here, and that's really sad. And it almost made me feel like as if her father, I don't know if he's passed or if he's just not in her life regularly. They seem separated. I forget if that was ever clarified.
I don't think it was.
No.
I didn't get that. But when she kept looking back and in the photos and things, my mind too, he was deceased.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something, he's just not around. Clearly, it's just like her mom doesn't. maybe her mom blames her. If that's the case, maybe her mom blames her for the passing or some kind of divorce, separation. I don't know. I was just getting weird vibes. Also, my parents are divorced, so maybe that's why I'm like, oh, divorce, clearly, separation. But I also think Mia was very calculated into trying to plant the whole ring from Mags in her possession. Yeah. So that was maybe Mia just trying to fight fire with fire and get back at Amber, but clearly it didn't work out in the end. So that was kind of a bummer, because I think that at the end of the episode really solidified that the fact that Amber has control over anyone except for Mia. Yeah. So I wonder if Mia has this strange power and that's why she's just constantly after Mia, that she can't control Mia. It's weird. Yeah. You know, we're perceiving Mia as this weak character with no one on her side, yet Amber can't control her, or hasn't been able to successfully control her. So I just wonder, I've been blabbering. What are your thoughts on my thoughts? any comments? Because I need to shut up.
No, you're good. I agree. I did feel when I was watching the show and I had my eyes locked on the TV screen, I was a bit lost in translation when it came to the ring. Now, I did see that when Mia stormed in to talk to Mags, she saw the ring on the counter as she was washing the dishes or whatever that was. So she, got the ring, but then planting it on Amber, I missed that whole thing. I saw when it was in a hand when they were hugging, but I could have sworn that was Amber. That's why I was completely thrown off by the trickerization that transpired.
Yeah, I even thought that Amber was going to catch on to it and then plant it back on Mia. So that's, but anyways,
let us know in the chat.
Yeah, it just didn't work out. Poor Mia, sad face. Got to move on to our next topic, but first, Archie has to educate y'all and give y'all some little reminder of why we love you so much. And if you do us a simple favor, we'd love you even more than we already do.
Yeah, just that. I mean, honestly, just thanks for making us the ESPN of TV talk. If it wasn't for your support, we wouldn't be able to do this. And we're super excited and super happy and elated to be in a space to where we can share the same thoughts and energies and react to some of our favorite shows. So once again, thank you. So if you're on YouTube, make sure you like, subscribe, and comment, and talk to us in the live chat, because we love to get that going. Yes. And then also, podcast family, make sure you do the exact same thing when it comes to liking and subscribing. And you can also do this fun thing when it comes to podcasts called download. So you can check that out anytime, maybe you don't have Wi-Fi. Maybe you don't have Wi-Fi, you can't get to it. Right. So download it and make sure it's there at all times. So we love you for watching. Let's keep the conversation going.
If anyone's at camp right now, that's why they got to download.
Exactly, download it.
If you're on break, if you're just like chilling in your bunk bed, whatever, Thank you so much, Archie, for doing that.
Make sure you follow us.
Yeah, and shout out to everyone in the chat who's talking with us right now and just showing some love. Apple Bear, we see you. Amy and Valentina, thank you for joining us again. You were here for episode 1. We love you. Let us know your thoughts on this episode, because it was definitely getting juicy by the end. But before we get to that twist that I'm so excited to talk about, I want to talk about Harry and Alex. The oddballs, those weirdos.
Harry and Alex.
Harry literally looks like Harry Potter.
Yeah, I was gonna say Harry Potter.
Harry Potter. That's like his archetype. He's weird, or he's not weird. I don't want to call him weird. I'm weird. He's very.
Nothing wrong with being weird.
Right.
Take the word back.
That's right. You're so right. He has glasses. He's kind of this nerdy archetype. He was sent to camp because his mom was hoping to toughen him up. And then we have our girl Alex, who really likes astronomy. Mind you, Alex identifies as genderqueer. Remember that? Do you remember that scene during the healing stick exercise? She was like, I'm genderqueer.
She was out of this. Yeah. That's why she said, I don't want to be in this.
I loved it. And then she just stormed off to be with the guys and literally grabbed Harry and was like, this is my partner. This is my buddy. We're going. Yeah. So this is why.
And they were doing their own thing too. Yes. Yeah, I gotta go.
Coming back. Go ahead. It's all coming back. Bin shows, it's something
it blends together.
It really does. So what were your thoughts on their storyline? I love seeing them get more spotlight and screen time, because like I said, they are these eccentric characters who don't necessarily we don't see them as heroes or the protagonists necessarily. They're always the side characters. So I'm really hoping that they kind of get this really cool redemption arc, or some kind of powerful, overcoming something, because I feel like they have so much potential.
Definitely. I feel like what their potential, though, since they are the supporting cast, they are leading us to the end conclusion of why in the heck that Amber is so weird. Because they're out in the hunt. You know, she's a fan of astrology. She has her telescope and she saw something fall, and they're on a hunt and they're on a mission, and eventually they find, you know, something, but it's, you know, we still don't have answers. So I like that they are on their own trajectory and going off and trying to get to the bottom of things. They're kind of giving me that Inspector Gadget moment that I need, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I just need more. I need that, but I need actual gadgets. Yeah, I feel like Harry
I need like Spy Kid moments.
Right. I'm like, Harry, where are your gadgets, dude? He has like, he screwed up his hand. Remember that?
Yeah.
So I'm wondering, oh man, is he gonna lose his hand? You said Mia's gonna
shake a leg, shake a hand.
Shake a hand. So he's a little injured at the moment, but yeah, I feel like he has some kind of like something up his sleeve with his broken hand.
Yeah, it's called a cast. Yeah, that's what's up his sleeve.
Shade, but it's not shady if it's true. It's true. But yeah, I love Alex's assertiveness, and they keep hearing growls, right? And Harry's like, oh, it's just a badger, or no, he's like, do badgers growl? Yeah. But they end up coming across like this huge crack in the ground. Remember that? And how it's it comes to this whole idea of, does this some kind of creature following them? Is there a creature that lives in the crack? Like, cracks are scary. So what were your thoughts on this crack? Because this was the moment that I felt like was really giving me Lost vibes. I don't know if you ever seen Lost.
I haven't seen Lost.
No, that's totally fine. But basically, I feel like these characters are going to get lost at some point. And there's something that is super supernatural about this show, I think. And I just wonder, our character's gonna start dying, but not my girl Alex and not Harry, because I'm definitely warming up to them. So what do you agree that there might be a creature somehow on this island stalking them?
I do think that there is a creature, but I feel like it's very alarming, because I know if I was on this campground and I was in this cabin with homegirl who is sitting on the top bunk every night looking out of a window, I'm out of here. Like, I feel like she is the creature, maybe transforming sometime at night, or her spirit leaves her body. I feel like she has something to do with this. So I am very shooketh.
Oh, I'm very shooketh as well. So I was more shooketh though.
Why?
By the twist. The twist.
The twist.
The twist at the end. You don't remember? I know.
The twist.
Okay, let me refresh your memory.
Bring it back.
Because there was some hope. There's some silver lining in this episode.
Yeah.
Because I feel like Mags was going through this weird, she was looking at her ring at the end, and it was almost as if she was overcoming like the brainwashing from Amber, and she was just so confused. And then she gets up, she leaves, and then we zoom in, pan into the shot of this photograph, and it's the photograph of literally everyone in the camp from like last year or something. So basically, you know, we were watching the show and we believe that everyone is here at this camp for the first time and they've never met each other. But according to that photograph, they've been here before. Wow. So that was very eye-opening for me. So any thoughts on that? And anyone in the chat, because that was like shocking. I'm still wondering if that was literally last year, or was that... It was weird. It was so weird.
It was weird, but see, you're on top of it, I guess, because when I saw the photo, I was just like, oh, okay, they just did a photo shoot and they just left that part out of the show. Like, they just got together and took a photo. I don't know, but that's what I thought of. Right. So the fact that could even be a little bit more spooky and creepy is very interesting. But I don't know. In the chat, I just want to hit on a couple things. Valentina said the camp leader seemed overwhelmed. Amy said that Mia can't be controlled. That's why her mom sent her away, because she couldn't deal. People are loving the oddballs, and also Alex is a fave. Amy Wee says we crack her up.
Oh, and just like the crack in the ground.
Just like literally like the crack in the ground. So yeah, continue to chime in. But
love it. But yes, that was really scary, because what I think is great about the show, it's implementing all of these weird storylines, these weird coincidences, these that I don't know how everything's gonna tie.
Would you say that's a foreshadow moment with that photo?
I think it's or was it to me it just came off as like some kind of weird flashback. And then we're seeing, oh, you know why it's a flashback?
Why?
or it's from the past because
me.
our girl Kaylee had long hair.
Oh.
So if you didn't catch that, she had her long wig on, or extensions. And so that was just like, shook me when I saw that.
See, I just thought they just took that photo when they got there.
No. Oh, maybe so.
That's
No,
what I thought.
I don't think
That's what I thought. I was just like,
No.
oh, great. They had a photo shoot.
No.
They got together.
I'm
they took a
convinced.
photo.
We'll save it for predictions, okay? Because I have a prediction, okay? Okay.
Okay.
You're good? All right.
All
right.
right.
So let's get to our special segment of the
Sure.
week, because the episode's over.
Yeah.
And that's, of course, our MVC. Yes. Thank you very much.
I like that.
MBC, Most Valuable Camper of the Week, where basically we pick our MBC, who is the most valuable camper of the week. And would you like to go first, or would you like me to go first?
Yeah. Lead the way.
All right, well, this might come as a shocker. Not really.
No.
But Alex was awesome. I love seeing her on screen. I love seeing how she to me, she just comes off as that investigator. She really wants to know. I think she's also very, she comes off as like a skeptic a little bit. She needs to know everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
But I'm really thinking like, I think everything does happen for a reason, but she's also like thinking logically too much, when really there's some paranormal stuff that can't be explained in depth, like,
Yeah.
you know, at face value.
Yeah.
So I'm really interested in seeing her kind of tackle this and kind of become less skeptic in her, hopefully become less skeptic in the show, because this show is just really weird and I don't know really where it's going. Mm-hmm. So who is your MVC?
I gotta give it to Mags. Because you know why? She's so supportive, and although she's very overwhelmed, as I would be controlling high schoolers, she sees the best in people. You know, she let Mia hang back to recuperate after everyone else went on the trail.
Okay.
She gave Amber the benefit of the doubt and said, you know what, you go ahead too. I'm hoping that this can bring you two together. When she got back, she saw that it kind of sort of brought them together, but it was a facade. Mm-hmm. And, you know, she's just really, you just need that comfort zone, you know, in a space. She's like that counselor, that teacher that you go to. Mm-hmm. You confide in. Sometimes you manipulate to get out of, out of the gym practice, but she's there for us.
Well, I hope she is there for us, because I can never tell when Amber's controlling these people, and if I can trust them. She just needs to be consistent. You know, get conditioned to that brainwashing, so you can just kind of like get it out of your system. Because I see what you're saying. You need to have that authoritative figure in like your life, because we're not. I think a lot of times
that you can trust, and it's like a safe space.
And like, you know, in camp counselors and horror, and you know, like you're usually not that great of people.
Yeah.
If you know what I'm talking about, Friday the 13th, because they're trash, and we need better camp counselors. There you go. Especially at these kids in their young age, like they're so vulnerable.
They are.
Except Amber, she's scary.
I'm still vulnerable, and I'm old.
Right. I
need a camp counselor. That's what I'm saying.
Mags, help him out. So why don't we get to predictions?
Okay.
Because I'm so ready.
Okay, let's do it.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
I don't know what that was.
Yeah.
So, all right. Predictions.
I think that Mia has had a very hard time coming to terms that she's going to have to stay on this campground. She feels like an outsider. So my prediction is that she is going to pull herself up from her bootstraps, her Prada bootstraps, and she's really going to find a tactic to either get out of this place, you know, although that the ferry didn't come on this day, that she's going to evacuate some kind of way, or she's going to really come to terms with, hey, I'm stuck on this island, and we're going to have to duke it out. We're going to have to fight.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Yeah.
All right. I'm thinking, hear me out. That photo was from last year, at least last year. It had to be. They looked way too close. Like, they weren't that friendly when they first arrived. Mia was smiling.
That's true.
Mia was smiling. They were close. I feel like everyone in that picture was coupled up. But I think I'm going to go with last year, like I said. I think Amber wasn't in the photo. Mm-hmm. I don't think Amber's like originally from the camp. I think Amber's like this weird entity. I think she's some kind of spirit. I don't think she's an alien. I think she's a spirit who is maybe I would like to think that the camp was there for like years or something, and then maybe she's a spirit from back in the day, you know. And I think she made everyone forget about something. And she brought everyone back for some reason.
Okay.
And I have no clue what the reason is for. But yeah, I feel like maybe there's some kind of tradition or something that's hidden in that camp that's been passed down from generation to generation. I know that's crazy. I don't know. Maybe you guys have a better prediction, or if you have any more predictions. No. All right. Well, let us know in the chat or in the comments, because I might be just talking out of my butt right now because I don't know what's going on this show. But until then, we're going to wrap up. But we got 2 more episodes to talk about today, episodes 3 and 4. Yeah. But until then, Archie, where can the good people find you on social media?
On social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, wherever you reside, it's at Archie Jay Speaks.
I'm sorry. I was laughing because Valentina just said Amber might be a robot, and I thought that was so funny.
Maybe.
Well, come back and join us in the live chat for episodes 3 and 4. Until then, we'll see you very shortly. Bye.
Bye.
Our founder, Keven Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.